We can all perform at 90%, but you want people to get to 100. And to get to 100, you have to be working for some greater cause.
Our goal is to make the best personal computers in the world and to make products we are proud to sell and would recommend to our family and friends. We just can't ship junk.
Stephen P. Jobs. We remember the legend not only for his visionary innovation, but also for his unapologetic and straightforward nature. Steve Jobs was a man of unparalleled candor. The way he addressed his competitor was very bold.
But I have to tell you, there's some stuff in our industry that we wouldn't be proud to ship, that we wouldn't be proud to recommend to our family and friends. And we can't do it. We just can't ship junk.
He had the courage to speak his mind without hesitation. When it came to his rivals, he was unafraid to slam his competitor in front of the public media and in front of the whole world. He did so with a level of conviction that was truly extraordinary. His straightforwardness, whether in praising his own product or criticizing others, was rooted in his genuine commitment to delivering the best possible experience to Apple's customer ever.
So there are thresholds that we can't cross because of who we are. What you'll find is our products are usually not premium priced. You go and price out our competitors' products and you add the features that you have to add to make them useful, and you'll find in some cases they are more expensive than our products.
While on the other hand, Tim Cook's approach of addressing competitor, particularly Microsoft, differs significantly from the bold and expressive way of confrontational style of Steve.
There has to be some reason for doing it that's beyond the just being excellent at something. That's about leaving the world better than we found it. And so that's our gravitational pull. That's our North Star.
Tim Cook is known for his calm and diplomatic demeanor. He tends to use more professional and business-like language when addressing Microsoft or any other competitor. Cook is less likely to resort to colorful language.
One of the main things that inspires me are customer notes. I religiously look at customer notes every morning, starting around 5 a.m. or so.
Unlike Steve Jobs, who often framed competitor as a fierce battle, Cook has emphasized the importance of collaboration and partnership in the tech industry. He has expressed his view that working together can lead to a better outcome for consumer and the industry as a whole.
I've never met anyone, at least in my life, maybe they exist, that could do something so incredible by themselves. You look for wicked smart people. You look for people that really don't care who gets credit, can privately celebrate the achievement, but not care if their name is the one in the lights. You look for people who appreciate different points of view.
While at the same place, Steve Jobs had a complex relationship with the ideas of working with others.
One of the keys to Apple is Apple's an incredibly collaborative company. You know how many committees we have at Apple? No. 0. We have no committees. We are organized like a startup.
Throughout his career, he experienced both collaboration and conflict in various forms. Steve Jobs understood the value of collaboration in driving innovation. He believed that bringing together diverse perspectives and talents could lead to the groundbreaking product. This is evident in his early partnership with Steve Wozniak and so many others. Let's see his thought on collaboration.
What I do all day is meet with teams of people and work on ideas and solve problems to make new products, to make new marketing programs, whatever it is. And there's tremendous teamwork at the top of the company, which filters down to tremendous teamwork throughout the company. And teamwork is dependent on trusting the other folks to come through with their part without watching them all the time, but trusting that they're going to come through with their parts.
While talking on collaboration, one of Steve Jobs' most significant philosophy was controlling the entire ecosystem, from hardware to software to service. This control allowed Apple to deliver a seamless and integrated user experience. While it limited the collaboration with other companies, it ensured consistency and quality all at a time.
We're organized like a startup. We're the biggest startup on the planet. And that's what we do really well. And we're great at figuring out how to divide things up into these great teams that we have and all work on the same thing, touch bases frequently, and bring it all together into a product. We do that really well.
Steve, despite his reputation for being a demanding and perfectionist leader, did recognize the importance of listening to others and was willing to admit when he was wrong. Jobs understood that he didn't have all the answers all the time and that the best solution often came from collaborative effort.
No, we have wonderful arguments.
And do you win them all? Or?
Oh no, I wish I did. No, see, you can't. If you want to hire great people and have them stay working for you, you have to let them make a lot of decisions, and you have to be run by ideas, not hierarchy. The best ideas have to win.
So,
otherwise, good people don't stay.
He encouraged open dialogues within his team and was receptive to feedback from colleagues and employees. This aspect of his leadership is an important one, and it underscores the complexity of his approach to teamwork and collaboration. While Tim Cook has a very different personality and leadership style compared to Steve Jobs, but in this case, Cook also has demonstrated a willingness to listen to others and make corrections when necessary. Cook is known for being approachable and open to feedback nature from both the employee and his colleagues. He actively seeks input from his team and values diverse perspectives. This approach creates an environment where constructive criticism is highly encouraged.
You know, the team that I work with at Apple are some of the brightest people in the world, and they push me to think about things differently. You know, to push me to look at something from a different lens, debate me on topics. And I love this. I think it's a very necessary component to stay inspired. I mean, you wind up with 1 + 1 = 3. When you're with a really great team, it's amazing what you can accomplish.
When delving into the remarkable legacies of Apple's these two iconic CEOs, it is impossible to overlook their singular, almost theatrical approach to unveiling groundbreaking products at Apple's mesmerizing launch events.
3 things: a widescreen iPod with touch controls, a revolutionary mobile phone, and a breakthrough internet communications.
These events were not mere representation. They were moments of technological theater where innovation took the center stage and the audience was transported to the future.
Are you getting it? These are not 3 separate devices. This is one device.
Leaving audience worldwide eagerly awaiting for the next one more thing.
Today, Apple is going to reinvent the phone. We are calling it iPhone. It's thinner than any smartphone out there. Gorgeous 3.5-inch display. It's really, really great. And it feels even better in your hand, if you can believe it.
Jobs often started with a big question or a big problem that needed to be solved and then revealed the product as the solution to it. Jobs was a master showman. His product presentation were akin to theatrical performance, complete with dramatic pauses, surprises, and one more thing moments.
But wait a minute, there is one more thing I forgot about. We're introducing iPhone 4. This is, beyond a doubt, the most precise thing, one of the most beautiful things we've ever made. And the precision of which this is made is beyond any consumer product we've ever seen.
He had an uncanny ability to create anticipation and excitement among the audience.
It turns out this is part of some brilliant engineering, which actually uses the stainless steel band as part of the antenna system. And so, it's never been done before.
Jobs' passion for Apple's product was palpable both the onstage and offstage. He paid meticulous attention to each and every detail of his product.
But there is one last thing I'd like to talk to you about today.
He believed deeply in what he was presenting, and his conviction was contagious. He made people feel that they were part of something revolutionary.
Every once in a while, a revolutionary product comes along that changes everything. Well, first of all, one's very fortunate if you get to work on just one of these in your career.
While at the other hand, Tim Cook is known for his clarity and straightforwardness when presenting Apple's product. While he provides clear explanation of product's features and benefits, focusing on the essentials without unnecessary theatric, Cook often relies on data and statistics to highlight the product's performance and superiority.
Today is the beginning of a new era for iPhone. We're bringing 5G to iPhone. 5G will bring a new level of performance for downloads and uploads, higher quality video streaming, and so much more. So you can get higher network speeds even in densely populated areas.
Cook advocates for values such as users' privacy, environmental sustainability, and diversity and inclusion.
And 5G even helps protect your privacy and security since you won't need to connect to unknown, unsecured public Wi-Fi hotspots as often.
Tim Cook has consistently spoken out in favor of users' privacy. Under Cook's leadership, Apple has implemented strong encryption measurement to protect users' data. This includes end-to-end encryption for iMessage and FaceTime, making it difficult for unauthorized parties to access user communication, which is considered a big move in today's data-driven society.
But we want to take the Apple experience even further. And we saw an opportunity to transform another fundamental method of transit, and we call it Apple Card. Apple Card is created by Apple and built on principles that we stand for, like simplicity and transparency and privacy.
Other than that, Cook often involves other team members of Apple executive team in presentation. This collaborative approach emphasizes that the success of Apple is a team effort.
Let's get started with Apple Watch. Here's Jeff to tell you more.
Showcasing the expertise and contribution of various individuals within the team. That is why Cook is also known for his ethical leadership in the corporate world.
Apple Watch helps millions of people live a better.
For a closer look at iPhone 15 Pro, here's Jaws.
iPhone 15 Pro is
To tell you all about it, here's Cayenne.
iPhone 15.
As Tim Cook says, ethical leadership is not just about doing the right thing because it is the right thing to do. It is also about understanding that when we do the right thing, we are more likely to be successful in the long run, as we are more likely to attract and retain top talents in the industry. We are more likely to build a trust with our customer, and we are more likely to build a positive impact on the world as well.
When I think of ethics, I think of leaving things better than you found them. From everything from environmentally, to your carbon footprint of your products, to the things you choose to support, to the way you treat your employees.
While Jobs' leadership style has been both praised and criticized, some people argue that his demanding personality and perfectionism made him a difficult leader to work for, while others argue that his high standard and drive were essential to Apple's success.
What leadership is having a vision, being able to articulate that so the people around you can understand it, and getting a consensus on a common vision.
His approach to leadership may not align with conventional definition of ethical leadership, which often emphasizes humility, collaboration, and stakeholders' engagement.
The greatest people are self-managing. They don't need to be managed. If once they know what to do, they'll go figure out how to do it. They don't need to be managed at all. What they need is a common vision, and that's what leadership is.
However, Jobs' impact on the tech industry and Apple's exceptional product do reflect a set of values that, in certain aspects, can be seen as ethically driven.
I'll tell you what our goal is. Our goal is to make the best personal computers in the world and to make products we are proud to sell and would recommend to our family and friends. We don't offer stripped down, lousy products.
In summary, Steve Jobs and Tim Cook had distinct presentation styles, but both were highly effective in their own right. When Steve was very close to his own death, he said to Tim Cook, "I don't ever want you to ask what would Steve Jobs do. I want you to do what is right." None of the genius that is attributed to Steve Jobs would ever been able to happen had it not been for the supply chain that Tim Cook built. Both the CEOs are very successful in connecting with their audience and generating enthusiasm for Apple's product through different and their unique approaches. What do you think? Let me know.